I mean, what? I listen, you guys. I come in here since August, and then we're just oh. I'm a grown man, and I just can't hold my feelings in. You all, I mean, it's like we are just. I'm talking to you, and you're just talking to 7-2. I've been saying, and I've been studying the math, and it's math 3 honors, and I'm just a teacher, and you're the student, and you're not listening to me. Why did you throw it in the ground like that, Marcos? My heart is broken when it's just. Okay, thank you so much, class. I'm glad we all got along. Marcos picked up his paper, and we are just. I'm not throwing him on Marcos. I'm not throwing you under the bus because. Is it bad?
Yeah.
Rez is always honest.
What the?
This is my feeling. Oh, it doesn't look like a heart. What? I take it back. I can't be an actor. It doesn't look. I can't. All right. Here we go. All right. This is, what are we doing? Math 3 Honors, Chapter 8, Test Review.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Here we go. So basically, cosine is x, right? Cosine is x. Did someone say what? Cosine is x. 210 degrees. What's cosine? We get negative root 3 over 2. Easy points for the test, right? You guys got this one? Tangent. Ooh, a little bit more challenging. What is tangent?
1.
Sine over cosine. Y over x. 5 over 4. But it doesn't matter with this one. Y is negative root 2 over 2 over negative root 2 over 2, which equals 1. Did you guys get that one? Raise your hand if you got that one. I'm just curious. All right. I'm not sure what part do you mean, Marcos, but tangent is sine over cosine or y over x. And I look at 5 pi over 4. My y is negative root 2 over 2. My x is negative root 2 over 2. Then you divide them. Anytime you have the same number over the same number, it's equal to 1. All right. Okay. I think this is a tough test, so that's my opinion. So please take this seriously. Okay, take this test seriously. I'm giving you the review. You have tonight to study. You finished chemistry.
Yeah, that was hard.
So you have nothing else to worry about except for Math 3 Honors. The chemistry test was yesterday. We were talking. Huh?
But I have chemistry.
Those of you who have chemistry, I'm sorry. I put all of you in one pot when we're all individuals. I'm so sorry. We're done with first period. Thank you. I don't know.
I don't have a first period.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guess what, homies?
Oh, we forgot. I think I forgot.
Did you do that?
The whole thing.
Again?
Should I do it right now, or do you guys want to do it on your own?
I don't even have my paper. Yeah, I need another paper.
Draw it. Print it. What are you talking about, homie? I feel like we had a connection. Do you guys want me to go through the steps of filling this out again real quick?
Yeah.
Just so you can verbally see me do it.
5 minutes.
So you can remember. I'm not going to try to hit the 5-minuter, but remember there's a web page on there, a video that you can see. I'll remind me to help you figure it out. But here we go. We got, let me put this on little things here. We got 0. What's the big? 30. What's the small? 15, right? 15, and then 30. And then I add 30. Then I add 15. Then I add 15, 150. I add 30. I add 30, 210. I add 15. I add 15, 240. I add 30, 270. I add 30, 300, 315, 330, 360. This is 0. This is 1 pi over 2. This is 2 pi over 2, which is just pi. This is 3 pi over 2. Get it? Does that sound familiar to you? Right? Because those are the 5 key points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyhow, let's do these easy ones.
You forgot you got 2 pi.
Oh, thank you. Our favorite singer. I got 1, 0. I got 0, 1. I got -1, 0. And I got 0, -1. Okay. 3, 2, 1, right? 3, 2, 1. From the center, right? The x is 3, 2, 1. X. 3, 2, 1. I got 3, 2, 1. I got 3, 2, 1. I got 3, 2, 1. And everything is a 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We've got to do the positives and negatives too. Got to remember that. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3 goes with 1. 2 goes with 2. 1 goes with 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what are my negatives? Oh, let's go like this. We got here positive, positive. I got negative, positive. I got negative, negative, and I got positive, negative. Okay, so I got negative, negative, negative. I got negative, 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 negative. I got negative, 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 and everything else is positive. What do we do for radians? What are the 3 numbers we want? 6, 4, 3, right? From the center, 6, 4, 3 from the center. 6, 4, 3 from the center. 6, 4, 3 from the center. 6, 4, 3. Pi. Take away 1, 2 pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, add 1, 7 pi, 5 pi, and 4 pi. 5 days a week, we go to 7-Eleven. Okay. Sine. What goes with sine? Or what? Sorry, I'm sorry. What's the? I should say. What is the reciprocal of sine? Cosecant. And then cosine. Like everything's positive here, right? What's the reciprocal of cosine? Secant, tan, cotan. Everything's positive here. Negative is my x, which is cosine. What goes with cosine? Secant. So my y, sine is negative, and then cosecant.
Wait. No.
I got negative. Oh, yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. I got, what's negative? Cosine is negative. secant is negative, sine is positive, cosecant is, what about tangent? Because it's positive over negative, right? And then cotan. And then here we got positive, nothing except for tan. Tan, you guys are on it. So cosine, secant, sine, cosecant. Positive, cosine, secant, negative, sine, cosecant, tan, cotan. I feel like that was longer than 5 minutes, but
It was. You just barely missed it too.
because of that mistake.
Yeah.
But hey, I think it's good that I have this on here because it should be easy points for you. It should be easy. All right? Graph 2 periods of sine. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you on the test. I'm going to only ask you to graph 1 period.
Just regular like y equals.
Huh? No, I'm doing the parent function. This is on the test. Sine and huh? Okay, I'm going to answer that question specifically. I feel like I'm giving away part of the test, but what the heck, I'm a nice guy. It is, you have to look at this part, the scaling. You know, normally we write the scaling down. The scaling is already written down on this question. So if you do 2, then I would mark it wrong because it's only set up like on the test, it's going to be this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're only going to be able to fit and it stops. It stops here or whatever. There's nothing to do here. So if you do 2 periods of sine, right, then that would be wrong because you did 2 periods up to 2 pi. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Talk about it in your groups. Talk about it in your groups.
Just do this.
Yeah,
Just do that.
Okay, so graph 2 periods of sine. I'm going to graph 2 because I'm asking for 2, but the equation is y equals sine of x, right? What's my A? 1. What's my B? 1. What's my period? 2 pi. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 pi. Half of that is pi. Half of that is pi over 2. 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. Now notice, we are in the positive, but I'm going to do, well, since we're in the positive direction, we have to keep going this way. Sometimes we do positive, sometimes we do negative. So let's continue our scaling. 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 4 pi over 2. What's this one going to be? 5 pi over 2. What's this one going to be? 6 pi over 2. What's 6 divided by 2?
3 pi.
What's this one? 7 pi over 2. And then 8 pi over 2, 4 pi. See how hard that was?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's do our 5 key points. It's sine. First is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last is 0. Middle is 0. Up 1. Down 1. Curvy. No lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First is 0. Last is 0. Middle is 0. Up 1. Down 1. Curvy. No lines. Do arrows. You can label it sine of x, and then do the eyeball test. Does it look good? You guys look at it after you do it. You look at all your graphs and say, does it look good? Right? If there's something off, there's something off. I'm moving on because there's a lot more difficult stuff than this. Guess what? Graph 2 periods of cosine. You guys want to try that?
Sure.
Go. Okay, graphing cosine. Let's, what should we call it? Should we call it g of x? Diego? Diego called it g of x. I'm going to call it g of x. G of x equals cosine of x. You don't have to call it that, but here we go. What's my, so what is my a is 1, my b is 1, my period is 2 pi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 pi. Half of that, pi. Half of that, pi over 2. 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. I'm playing it? I am playing it. Okay, 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 4 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2, 6 pi over 2, 3 pi, 7 pi over 2, and then 8 pi over 2, which is 4 pi. Okay, I'll do it in black because of Metallica. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, second, and fourth are 0 with my cosine. Did you guys get that? Then I go up, then I go down, then I go up again. Whoa! I missed it. Dang it. Okay, second and fourth are 0, up, down, and up. Wish I didn't miss that. Oh my gosh. And then we'll label it g of x. Do the eyeball test. I'm off in that one, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Find the measure of the two coterminal angles, one positive, one negative. You can use a calculator on this test.
Can or can't?
Can. Positive. How do I solve this? Just tell me. I don't want to spend. I'm bored. How do I solve this? What do I do? Add 360. Subtract 360. That's all you got to do. Add 360. Subtract 360. Here we go. Add 360 to 70. Subtract 360. Add 360 to 130. Subtract 360. 430, negative 290, 230, negative 490. Do you guys get that?
Sir.
How's this test feel so far? Right? Great. The ones that you can do, make sure you get those 100%, so at least you get that, right? And you guys usually do well on my test, so usually. Okay, convert to radians. Okay, convert to radians. We multiply by pi over 180 degrees. Just to keep it simple, let's cross out the 0 and the degree sign. So it'll be 14 pi over 18 divisible by 2. 7 pi over 9. You guys get that? Multiply by pi over 180 degrees. Get the zeros out. 26 pi over 18. Both divisible by 2, which is 13 pi over 9 again. Another one? Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Guess what? If I'm having you convert to radians, guess what else I'm going to have you do? Convert to degrees. You know what I mean? Okay, so to convert this to degrees, we multiply, because we want it to be degrees, we put degrees in the numerator. We put pi in the denominator. Pi cancels out. 7 times 180 divided by 4. You can also reduce those and then multiply by 7, but since we are using calculators on the test, 7 times 180 and then divided by corazon, you guys get 315 degrees. Times 180 degrees over pi, flaca. 4 times 180 divided by 3. 240. Did I take as my bean soup joke?
Yeah. It's not the best.
214.
You have better
The
word.
chicken coop is the best.
Yeah, that one's the best.
No, no.
Oh, yeah. What? How do we do it?
Why does a chicken coop have only 2 doors?
So it's the F word.
I like that one. That one's funny.
I think it's a good one.
It is.
I feel like-
Yeah.
I agree.
You have to know a little bit about cars.
I'm gonna go tell my.
If you know much about cars, were you gonna tell that too?
My coach.
Tell your coach that. Tell me what they think. See what it goes. All right. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here's the where the rubber hits the road, right? All right. Let's put our A, B, P, H, and K. A is -3, so I don't forget. No. B is 1/3. P is 2 pi divided by B, which is 2 pi times 3/1, which is 6 pi. I skipped a bunch of steps. Are there any questions on how I got 6 pi? Because I can do that slower if anyone needs. H, thank goodness, 0. K, 1. So I don't forget, I'm going to put my midline here so I know that's where I start. I saw most of you got that. K is 1. Okay. Let's do our 5 key points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th point is 6 pi. Half of 6 pi is 3 pi. Half of 3 pi, 3 pi over 2. So now it's kind of weird, but I see each of these increase by 3 pi over 2, right? So then this is 6 pi over 2. Then this is 9 pi over 2. Now you have to go in the positive direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this test, I'm telling you, you have to do the positive, okay? So just make sure you practice that. 9 pi over 2, 12 pi over 2. What's this? 15 pi over 2. 18 pi over 2. 18, 21 pi over 2. And then 24 pi over 2, which is 12 pi. Okay. Let's see. It's cosine, so I'm going to do my 2 and 4. I like doing the zeros first. There's a different color. I don't know. I'll do them blue. I got 2 and 4 are zeros. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 are zeros right on the midline. Now, because my A is -3, instead of going up 1, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3 at -2. You guys have 0, -2?
Yeah.
And then my middle, I'm going to go, instead of down 1, I'm going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's at +4. And then at 6, I'm going to go down 3. Yeah, +4, right? Am I right? I feel like because we're adding 3 to 1. 1, 2, 3. And then we go, woo, curvy. And then let's, always curvy. Like Herbie. So then, 1, we got 0, I got 0, I got down, I go up 1, 2, 3, even with that, I go down, even with this, and I go curvy. Do you guys do the eyeball test when you looked at it? And let's label that -3 cosine 1/3 x plus 1. I'm going to do the eyeball test. I think that's okay. M&M. Okay, you guys ready for the mother, father? It's actually not that much of a mother father, but it kind of is. 9 pi over 4, did I get that? 9 pi, I got 4, yeah, okay. All right, well, here's one with an h. I think you guys are going to be fine with it. But go ahead and graph that function. All right, let's label everything. I got A is 1, B is 1, period is 2 pi, h, pi over 2, and k is negative 1. Am I recording this? Okay, so I'm going to hit my negative 1 right there. And then let's do our scaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 pi. Pi over 2. Now this is a standard one, right? 3 pi over 2, but let's keep going. 4 pi over 2, 5 pi over 2, 6 pi over 2, 7 pi over 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 pi over 2, and then 8 pi over 2, which is 4 pi. That makes sense. Okay. No, we're good there. Because you count, this one is both the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we got a shift. So, sure. 7 pi over 2, 8 pi over 2, what do we got? 9 pi over 2. All right. Okay. The shift. I'm going to show you way. Oh, I figured out the calculation way, and I'll show you that. You guys don't have to do it in a second, how to find the first point and the fifth point. But because I shift over pi over 2, I'm going to start here at pi over 2, which means I got 0, 1, 2, oh, I'll highlight them. So my 5 key points are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do whatever you want. That's just what I do to keep track of my 5 key points. If you want to do a highlighter or whatever, or mark it, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. So those are my 5 key points. So sign. First, middle, last. And then that's it, right? Nothing else fancy. I just go up 1, down 1, right? Up 1, I go down 1, make it curvy, and it ends up 5 pi over 2. Okay, so my next 5 key points, I guess I can highlight those. You don't have to, but I think I will, because why the heck not? I'll do it in red highlighter, because I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my 5 key points. And so we got first, last, middle. I go up 1. I go down 1. I go curvy. And then I label it. Sine of x minus pi over 2 minus 1. Don't yawn. This is not boring. Okay. You can yawn. It's cool. Hey. It's okay. If you change this to g of x or y, usually if this has to be in function notation to label it, because anything can be y. Okay, real quick. I feel like, should I show you how to find the first and last points? Remember I was trying to figure out the first and last points? If you want to find the first point, if you don't want to calculate it with, like, think about it in your head, you can find the first and last points by going like this. You don't have to write this down, but I'm writing it on the video, so if you want to do it. The first point, this is what I was showing you, but I couldn't figure it out, but I figured it out, is you take this, since there's an h, pi over 2, and you set it equal to 0, because that's the first point. What do? Solve for x, you add pi over 2, which is equal to x equals pi over 2, i.e. my first of my 5 key points. My last key point will be x minus pi over 2 equals 2 pi. Okay, now it's a fraction, so I'm going to change this to x minus pi over 2. We need a common denominator, right? So multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. I get 4 pi over 2. Now I can add pi over 2. And I get x equals 4 pi over 2 plus 1 pi over 2 is 5 pi over 2. And that's my last key point, which is here, right?
Yeah.
So you can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Okay? Whatever. Watch it on the video. I can show you at lunch if you want, but I'm going to move on. Anyway, that's that. Boom. 2 pi over 2 pi negative. Let me check make sure my answers are right. 2 pi negative 2. Okay, that's good. Okay. So the next section, so I would suggest we are at 31 minutes on the video. I'm telling you this as a timestamp because you might want to review these at home so you can practice, because I don't have a worksheet or anything like this. But at 31 minutes on the video, you have to match. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 equations and 5, maybe I think like 6 or 7 graphs, so some don't match up. Kind of crazy. It is messed up. So, how do we figure these out? Well, let's look at the graph. Let's look at the graph and see if we can match to the sign. Well, how do we want to do this? What makes this easy? Look at my k. See how my k is at -1? That means my midline for one of these has to be at -1. Okay. Well, you got to look at the scaling too. Like my midline for this, 1, 2. I know it's you guys. It's hard for you to see this far, but I think my midline is this one. My midline's right here. Oh, it's white. Oh my gosh. I got 1, 2. I got 1, 2. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one I can see is at -1. If you look at it, right? You guys can't see it so far, but it's at -1. Just get the one right in the middle. This one right here, maybe you can't get super eyes. This one's at 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 1, 2. This one's at -2.
Wait.
You'd have to count. You got to look at it closely. Huh? Yeah, you got to count You got to count it and make sure that each one of these are 1, because sometimes they skip. So guess what? -2. Oh, wait. Was this one at -1? Oh, yeah. That's my answer. Sorry. Boom. Hey, boom. Right. So we got that. So you just look at things like that. Now both of these are at -2. So let's see. Where's my midline here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's right here. 1, 2, and 1. So this one's sine, this one's cosine. Oh, but the +2. Oh, son of a mother. Okay. So this one is cosine at 0. Oh, wait a minute. Let's look at the 2. This is easy. This one has what? An amplitude of 2. So I look at my midline. Which one has it? This one has an amplitude of 1.
So C goes to 1. Yeah,
C1.
C1.
No, C is 2 also.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
it goes to 1.
Yeah.
But this one's also 2, isn't it?
Oh my god. But A went with 2.
Oh yeah, A1 with 2. Oh yeah, B is. Sorry. So let me cross this out. We already got that. Boom. Cross it out so you want to get it right.
Yeah. So C1.
Sorry. So C has an amplitude of 1. So boom.
No.
Wait, what?
1. Oh yeah. B.
Thank you. Okay.
C.
And then C. Oh, I said the wrong letter, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I said a different letter and I wrote a different letter.
Okay.
I got it.
I got it.
December 8th. It's my daughter's birthday today too.
Oh, it is? Nice.
Oh, she's 18 now.
I know, isn't that crazy? She's gonna tell me what to do.
Does that make you sad, Sanchez?
It does. It kind of does. It's weird. I get, you know, when I'm hormonal, you know, and it's like that time. It's like, when I think about her leaving. It's kind of weird. You remember she's a little baby girl, and then, you know, she wants to go to college next year. I just think, you know, I was thinking, it's like, it'll never be the same again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Let's go with easy. I see one that's really easy. Do you see one that's super easy?
Yeah, 10.
Q and C. Okay. Flink. 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 Get out of there, foo. Oh.
Oh, no.
Why do you think A is 1?
I'm gonna cry.
Flink. Right? It looks like that there's some sort of B going on here, right? Whether you can remember what it is or not. But nonetheless, you can also say, oh, I got the -2, right? Anyhow, midline. I got, oh, look, I didn't do the scaling on that. That's
Well,
lame.
B's midline is
B's midline is, nope, that's not right. -1. So anyhow, this is B, and this is A, because my midline's at 1, 2. You'll see the scaling on it. Anyhow, what do you guys think?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Pay attention to, huh?
I like these.
Well, the thing is, because I couldn't fit them all in, you're going to have 5 to look at a time, not just 3. This one is 3, so you know what I mean?
Oh, that's
So I know. I wish I could have fit them all in. So watch the video. What minutes, if you want to review this, so what minutes is it at? 31. I don't know if that's going to help you by looking at the video, but you can pause it and then try to match it up or whatever, and then see if you get it. But now you guys know all the answers, so I don't know. Okay, now here's the last thing that you have to do. I hear your pain. I hear your pain. So what do we have to do that makes this difficult? What's going to make this easier? Fill this out first, right?
Yeah.
And then match it up. Like if you do the midline, oh, okay. I got the K, I know what that's going to be. Can you do the H? Holy moly, right? And a lot of times there's more than one answer for these. So go ahead and think about this. We have about, you guys have, okay, let's go ahead and graph what we know. I think, like we said, it's easier. Okay, you got to look at the scaling. And I can see that my -1 is here, right? Can you guys see that? So make sure you can see that. When you're on this test, mark everything up, right? And then let's do our midline. I can see I go up 1. So my A is 1, right?
Yeah.
I can see, oh, let's do the 5 key points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you guys think? Sine or cosine? Cosine, because I got the 2 and 4 are my zeros, right? So I got cos. My B. Well, let's do the period. 4 pi. Now, if you don't know how to calculate it, remember the period is 2 pi over B. Watch this. I have the period, which is 4 pi equals 2 pi over B. We can use algebra to solve this if you don't know that it's 1/2. You guys remember how to solve this? How do I solve for B? What do I multiply on both sides? Multiply it by, I can only multiply it by the denominator. So multiply it by B. So it's going to be 4 pi times B equals 2 pi. And then to solve for B, I divide by 4 pi. And B equals flocka. The pi's cancel out. 2/4 equals 1/2. So if it gets more complicated than figuring it out, you can use that equation. Period equals 2 pi over b. H. Okay. Is there a shift? No, because I got my 1, I got my 0, I got my 0. K is what? -1. So it looks like to me, let's be sexy, f of x. No y. Hey, baby, f of x. Okay. 1 times cosine b is 1/2 x minus 1. No, you don't have to.
Well, can I leave it like that?
Of course. I put parentheses in it because it looks better in my little things there. If there's an H, you need parentheses, obviously, right? I think that's it. Hopefully, 1/2 -1. Is that it? How many of you got that? Oh yeah. All right, very good. Wait. This is just extra. Do you guys want to do this or you don't? You sound sad. You don't have to. Tell you what, if you want to do it, you can. If you don't, you can do a thumb war with your neighbor. You know what I mean? Thumb wrestle. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to do it, you can. If you don't have to.
Turn that nod into a yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at this. Look at the fast technique.
Alright, keep your. Oh, yeah, like that.
Maybe if you have them on the desk. Oh, the part of the notebook. I just gave it away.
That's -6. You know what I mean? And then like 4 big guys. Oh, then
I wanted to figure out.
Oh, son of.
It is.
Oh my God, I'll shut up. I don't know what this is. What? I'm sorry.
Wait, Luke's dad is dark?
No, no. You guys don't listen to me.
Why?
What's that? I give spoilers out. You don't even want to hear my
You
spoilers.
spoiled that. I don't even know.
No, I know. I
No, I'm
ruined
not
it.
gonna watch it.
No. Still watch it. It's good. Do you guys ever wonder, you know, a lightsaber? Actually, running out of time.
He is?
No, stop it. Okay. Here we go. Midline. I'm just going to draw that. Okay. So I got, oh, this is midline. I got, oh, let me unpause.
I would do this. I would do it.
See if Marcos knows who that is.
That's AI.
That's right. Very good.
Talk about.
I don't think I should. Did I do that? I don't know if I did that. Okay, let me do it again. You guys, for video's sake, I'm going to do this. I think I wasn't recording. Okay, let's do the midline. Boom. I see my scaling is at -1. So my K is -1. I can see my 5 key points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My period ends at pi. And to figure out my b, I'm going to go period equals 2 pi over b. And I got my period is pi equals 2 pi over b. Multiply both sides by b. Divide by pi. B equals 2. My amplitude, I go up 1 based on the scaling, and my h is 0. I can see 2 and 4 are 0, so that is my cosine. So we'll say h of x equals cosine b is 2x minus 1. And that is the chapter. What chapter are we on? Chapter 8. Graphing functions. Graphing trigonomic functions test.